Yeah, and you can't say spades, so... Really.
Hi, this is Mark.
Hi there, Mark. Ron calling from Giant Eagle. How are you, Dirt?
I'm fine, thank you.
Great. I work here at the corporate office, and I see you had recently made a complaint. I just wanted to touch base with you and find out what happened exactly.
Sure. I tried to, well, I'm in the process of trying to get the Fuel Perk Advantage card from get-go. And first of all, the website was very hard to negotiate. And when I spoke to a representative, customer service person, she agreed with me. When you get to a point in the web process, it asks you to check the icon of your bank to proceed. Well, that doesn't work. You have to actually click on manually input the name of the bank. Now, how you would understand that, I don't know. How you would figure that out on your own, I don't know. The instruction was to choose the icon.
Right, I see.
I spent hours on the phone trying to find out how I was going to do this. I can't believe that I kept on doing it. It may even have been successful. I'm not sure.
Well, yeah, part of the reason for the call actually was twofold. One is that I can see here that your account has not yet been validated, so the card will continue to decline until that process is complete.
Well, they made a deposit and a withdrawal from my checking account of 4 cents and 8 cents.
Yeah, that's just a security check. That's just
and that I understood was like the last barrier.
Well, the second reason for the call, and I think this may be causing a problem too, is that I noticed after you spoke to a representative, it was a lady, I think, she had made a change to your last name. And I'm not sure, had you misspelled your last name initially, or did that come up as an issue?
I've never misspelled my last name, no.
If
it was misspelled, she misspelled it, I didn't.
Well, she's altered the last name. It's now first name Mark, last name Pissant. Pissant.
No.
Pissant.
No. My last name has never changed. It's P as in Paul, I-S-C-I-T as in Tom, E-L-L-I.
Right.
Where she came across that information, I have no idea.
Because that's interesting. Please, it had been changed to Mark Pissant.
Please, please understand that I didn't give her that information. Okay.
Okay. So how
I was frustrated, but I wasn't frustrated enough to misspell my.
Okay. So how do I just to make sure I've got it correct, Mr. Pissant? How do I spell the name correctly?
It's Piscatelli. It's not Pissant. It's Piscatelli. P is in Paul. I-S-C-I-T is in Tom.
Yeah.
E-L-L-I.
Pissantelli. Is that correct? Am I saying that right? Pissantelli.
No. Piscitelli. Where do you get the on from? P-I-S-C-I-T. Piscit. E-L-L-I, Piscatelli. There's no O.
Piscatelli.
Piscatelli. That's correct.
Got you. Okay.
And they asked me for documents.
Right.
They asked me for identification documents. Mm-hmm. If you take a look at the identification documents that I scanned and emailed to them, each one of them had my name obviously properly spelled.
Yeah, so I'm just looking at the images you sent in. It looks like you had the DPI setting on your scanner set quite low because it was very, very blurry. It was hard to tell whether it was Pissant or Piscatini.
Well, you saw my driver's license.
But yes, I did. Yeah, I have that up in front of me right now, actually, yes. Yeah.
And it's very clear.
Okay, yeah, let me just try another setting there. Hold on. It's coming out very blurry here, and I didn't know if that was your scanner or does it look clear on your end?
All three of them can look clearer on my end. However, when you email and it becomes a first generation, then a second generation, and a third generation, you are going to lose clarity.
Okay, let me just bring up your email and check. Let me check. I'm not very technical myself. Just one moment. Oh.
Are you here in Pittsburgh?
No, we're based in the call center over in Southern California, but we do have satellite offices all over the nation. Let me just. It's not. It's saying there was some virus attached to your image. Do you know about that?
No, I don't.
No, it's not letting me. It's not letting me enlarge the pictures. It's saying you have some kind of Trojan attached. Anyway, I'm not very technical. I don't know what that is. So the point is, do you wish for us to go ahead and actually activate the card?
Of course I do. This has turned into my life's work, for the past 2 days. Why wouldn't I want you to?
Okay, so I'll go ahead and get that done for you now, so there's hopefully no further inconvenience. Just need to run you through a very quick security check here, just to obviously data protection and all that kind of thing. Can I just confirm your first and last name?
Mark Piscatelli.
Okay, Mr. Pistinelli.
Piscatelli.
I'm sorry?
Piscatelli. Okay? Telly. Very simple. Piscatelli.
Pissantelli. Have I got that right? I have. Okay. It matches up anyway. We've done the name thing. The second question was the name of your first hamster. That was your security question.
That was the name of my first high school?
Yes.
Swissvale. Swissvale.
Swissvale. All one word, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that is just loading now. Let me just check that answer. So spell it for me one more time.
P is in Paul.
No. The school.
Or the high school.
The high school. Yeah. That's the
SWISSVALE.
Okay, let me pop that in. E. Oh yeah, that has come back as correct. Okay, and the last of your randomly chosen security questions was: what year did you have your first gay kiss?
That was not one of my security questions.
I have a year down here. Would you have a rough idea what year it was?
That I experienced what?
Your first gay kiss, it says here.
I did not choose that, so I would have no idea.
Oh gosh, I mean, do you know the approximate year when it was? And I can try that.
I don't know. I didn't choose the question. I would never have chose the question because I would never have been able to dig that up. I'm 73 years old. I certainly don't remember what I did when I was 14 or 15 or 16.
Really?
So that would have been a ridiculous question for anybody to choose.
What happened? I can try. I can put 14. I can put that you were 14. Let me try that. Hold on a minute.
I didn't.
No, that came back.
I did not enter that as a question, so you're not going to get a proper answer because I didn't answer it.
Let me try 18. Let me try when you were 18. Hold on.
Well, wait a second. Can we change the security question? This is kind of futile. Attempting to guess this question that I never chose.
Okay.
So let's get by this. I mean, this has been incredible.
I understand completely
process.
The frustration. So, I mean, I can choose one of the other security questions if you would like. Can I do that? That seems obvious.
Choose one that I chose. Not
Okay.
one.
Okay. Well, you chose. I mean, when you registered on the site, it will ask you several. It will ask you about a dozen of these random questions, and then we pick three at random whenever we call you. So I have
I
no
didn't.
control
Okay.
over what questions come up or anything like that. I mean, the next one I've just brought up the next random one here. It says, "How many years sober am I?"
How many what?
How many years sober am I? Is the question you
That's
picked?
that's not a question that I chose.
Huh.
Okay, next.
Well, I mean, I need to try and put something. It won't let me move on until I have at least one attempt. Is it zero? I mean, have you
Okay,
had
how
a
many years?
drink?
Okay,
Have
30.
you had a
I have
drink
no
this year?
idea.
Have you?
I have no idea. This is.
Well, have you done any drugs or
Okay.
alcohol this year, sir? That'll probably tell us the answer. We need to get through this. You know, this is taking a long time now.
Well, this is like George Orwell. I don't believe that anybody has a card if they had to go through this much problem.
Sir, I have a card
That's not
myself.
okay. That's not a question. That's not a question that I chose, so I wouldn't have a canned answer for that. What's the next question?
Okay. Next, I'm going to bring up the next question. I'm going to put 1 year, but I think it's going to come back as incorrect. But let me. Well, no, it has come back as incorrect. I can ask you one final question, and then unfortunately, we would need to escalate this to a supervisor.
Jesus Christ. This is just absolute. I mean, you've already
I'm
made
so
the
sorry about
withdrawals
this. Yeah.
and the deposits in my bank account.
All right. So the next question, and again, so I have no control over this, so please don't shoot the messenger. It says, what is the name of the first nightclub that I got barred from? What is the name of the first nightclub that I got barred from?
That's not my. I've never been barred from a nightclub, and that's not a question that I chose.
Oh, Jesus.
So please get me to a supervisor as quickly as you can.
Yeah, I think I am going to have to see if my supervisor is available.
Well, let's make him available
Okay.
because this has been a disjointed process, and at the end of the day, the card that you issue is the exact same Advantage card that John Eagle uses. So how are you to determine which card is which? The only difference is the number on the back, and who would memorize this number's gas and this number's groceries? So the card should have had a totally different design because the card's not, you can't use the card at a Giant Eagle store.
Okay, sir. I've just been looking. If you could shut up for one moment, I do have a supervisor available. Would you be able to...
Shut up. Well, shut up is not the term that I would use, but okay, go ahead.
Okay, one moment, please, sir. I'll get my supervisor right now. Thank you.
Your call is very important to us. Please hold.
Hello, this is Don. Supervisor, how can I help you? Is this Mr. Pissant?
This is Mr. Piscatelli, yes.
Oh, good. How can I help you, sir? I just got forwarded your call.
I'm trying to get authorized to use the Get-Go gas discount card, and this process has been unbelievably painful. Unbelievably painful. I have gone, the gentleman just asked me security questions that I never saw before in my life. Okay?
Well, we certainly don't desire to bring pain.
You've already taken money from my bank account, 8 cents and a 4-cent deposit to prove that the bank account was attached to me. So
Okay,
I don't understand what the roadblock is here. And
well, let me explain. We don't desire to bring pain. We are an unusual company. Could you go through one of the security questions where you're not able to answer them?
I never chose them. What was the first nightclub I was barred from? I was never barred from a nightclub. I never chose that. What was the year of your first kiss? I have no idea because I didn't choose that.
Oh well,
I chose the high school. I chose the
first,
high school name, and I answered that properly.
First gay kiss is what it says. You surely remember that.
Okay, say again.
The question was when your first gay kiss, man on man action. What year was that?
I have not. When was my first what?
Gay homosexual man on man kiss with a man. And which uncle was it with? Is what you have here. Can you answer that?
I never ever chose that question.
Okay. Let me see. I could go to a different one.
Well, that's not a question that was. I mean, I'm starting to question that this is actually Giant. Is this Giant Eagle?
This is Giant Eagle. Yes, I'm Supervisor. This is Dawn. I'm just trying to get this solved for you so you can start using your card as soon as possible.
Dawn, what is your last name?
Lemon.
Okay, spell
it. Lemon.
Okay. And okay, where are you office? This is a Giant Eagle office, right?
Well, I'm located in Pittsburgh, sir.
Okay, where at? Out at the industrial park?
That is correct. That's where the office is.
Okay. And what's the phone number out there?
Did you want our corporate line or my direct phone number?
I want the corporate line to the office out there. I'm just having a hard time. I'm having a very hard time understanding where that kind of a question came from.
Oh, it's the 800 number there on your caller ID. Ends with 2324.
Yeah, that's okay. That's not Giant Eagle. That's the company that does this promotion for Giant Eagle. You said that you're in Pittsburgh. Is that correct?
Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, sir. Steelers fan through and through.
Okay. So that question could never appear on a public document. Somebody would get thrown in jail for having that question on a public document. So
well, sir, it's not, it's an internal to us. Nobody sees this except, clients.
That's not a question that you would do internally or externally.
Well, it looks like you chose your own questions here. I do have a few more you could try.
No, I did not. I would never choose that. Please, give me a break. When was the first time I kissed a gay uncle? What?
Well, when was it? Can you remember? You think real hard about it.
It's not a question. It's nothing that I ever did. You're beginning to sound like this is an incredible hoax of some kind.
No, not at all. I can put you over to my colleague. He's another supervisor here. I'm about to go on break. I'm gonna put you through to my supervisor, Scoby.
Your call is very important to us. Please hold.
Thank you for holding. This is Manager Scoby, Giant Eagle. Am I speaking with a Mr. Pissant?
No, it's okay. It's Mr. Piscatelli. This is getting really ridiculous.
Sir, I understand you have been escalated over to me. Allow me the opportunity to try to fix the issue, okay? I'm sorry that there seems to have been some issues with the individuals that you spoke to prior. Allow me the opportunity to go ahead and fix this, please.
Okay, please fix it, though.
Okay, so I'm reading over the notes that are being forwarded over to me. Apparently, there's an issue with you using your card. Is that correct?
Yes. I don't believe my card has been approved, even though there's been money taken out of my account, 8 cents and 4 cents, to prove that I gave the correct bank information. Okay, so that's already occurred. My understanding is once that occurred, I would have a validated card.
Yeah, from our end, we just have to go ahead and validate everything. As you can imagine, obviously with security these days, we want to make sure that we're speaking to the correct individual. Everything's matching up in the system. Does that make sense?
I sent you my driver's license. You know, this is really
Sir, I'm on level with you. I personally, I don't make the policies and procedures. I just follow them. Okay, so I'm not trying to give you a hard time.
Okay. What is your name?
My name is Scoby.
Spell that.
Scoby.
C-O. Okay, say that again.
Sam. Yes, sir. S is in Sam. C is in cat. O is in Oprah. B is in boy. Y is in yellow.
Okay,
last name
and your first name?
That's my first name. Last name is McGuire.
Yes.
McGuire.
What is your last name?
One more time. McGuire.
Okay. M-C-G-U-I-R-E?
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Okay.
So,
and you're calling from Pittsburgh?
That is correct.
Okay, well, let's see if you can solve the problem then.
Thank you, Mr. Pissant. Just give me one moment here. So they're just trying to authenticate everything. Apparently, there was an issue with the security question. Looks like. Did you try to? What answer did you give the individuals? What answer did you provide to them? Let me try that answer.
I didn't have an answer because I didn't choose the question.
Well, sometimes this happens, and oftentimes I find in my position, just give me the first thing that pops into your head. So the year that you had your first gay kiss with your uncle, just give me the first thing that pops in your head.
That never happened. Okay, so
you want me to put that in? Let me see if that works. I'll just put never. Hang on a second, sir. It's not going through. Let me try your next question. And again, I do apologize. I know you probably picked these questions sometime. I tried it again. I tried never happened. That this is not going through. What I often recommend is to write everything down on a pen and pad, okay?
What's the next question?
That's what I often recommend.
Pardon me?
How many children do you have that you know about?
1.
We can allow. I can try it again. You want to try it again? How many children do you have that you know about?
1.
How many throat babies do you have from your uncle?
Okay, I'm going to terminate this call.
How about the next one? How big is your BOGO?
You should have. Hello?
Yes, this is Mark.
Hi there. Hi, it's Ron calling again. I saw that the call had finished with my supervisor, and I just wanted to reach out and make sure that everything was now resolved for you.
No, nothing's been resolved. He asked me a bunch of ridiculous questions.
Oh God.
A bunch of lascivious questions.
Well,
that make me makes me seriously doubt that this is a serious phone call to a serious business.
No, I mean, there appears to be some confusion with
Giant
the...
Eagle for 50 years.
I understand there's some
I've
confusion with the website.
I've never... pardon me?
That I see there's some confusion with the last question that I think Mr. Scoby was asking there. So let me just explain, because I think we can get through this pretty quickly. It looks like the last question you were asked was, how many children do you have that you know about? And I think you answered one. I think what Mr. Scoby didn't clarify there was that abortions count as living babies, so you need to add those on there.
Goodbye.
I'm sorry, hello? Oh.